Dr. Nadine Lamberski is joining us now from San Diego. She's the Chief Conservation and Wildlife Officer at the San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance. Nadine, thanks so much for joining us. It's a remarkable story, isn't it? Pandas moving from endangered to vulnerable. This is all due to a very aggressive approach. Can you talk to us about the steps that were taken to get us to this point?
I sure can, Mike. Well, science has played a huge role in turning this around. A lot of the discoveries about things unknown about the panda, including the behavior, physiology, biology, as well as veterinary aspects and wildlife care, were all done through a collaboration between China and panda experts in China and zoos in the U.S. that belong to the Association of Zoos and Aquariums. It's a great collaborative effort. And it really helped to exchange information and training and help solve the mysteries that surrounded panda breeding.
Yeah, and there are mysteries, right? I mean, it's not easy, is it?
Well, I'm not a panda, but no, it's not easy. There's so much to learn about wildlife in our care, and there's so much that we don't understand. But this collaborative effort that has gone on for a couple of decades has really unraveled these mysteries around breeding and as well as raising the young and feeding the young and having not just successful conception, but successful delivery and successful raising of young.
And I found some numbers that I think are interesting. These are from 2019. China now has close to 12,000 nature reserves. That's about 18% of the land in China. Talk to us about, are there lessons, what's going on in China for other countries in terms of making sure that there's enough land there for these habitats?
Well, forests are critical. Forests are essential for the health of wildlife populations, and that includes endangered, vulnerable, and non-threatened species. Every species, and that's plant or animals that live in those forests, make up the functioning ecosystems that we all rely on. And the health of those habitats is interconnected with the health of the wildlife, and they're connected to our own health as well.
And you talked about pandas in this partnership, which is really a fascinating story. And pandas have really become ambassadors around the world, ending up in zoos all over the place. They're certainly very popular here in Washington and in other areas as well. What do you think it is about pandas that just seem to capture the hearts of people around the world?
Well, I have to say they're just so charismatic. They are unusual looking, they're striking in their markings, and I'll use the C word, they're just awfully cute, and can't get away from that.
And how do we take that enthusiasm that we've seen in pandas, where people really care passionately about this issue, and transfer it to other animals, because there's still a lot of animals out there that are still endangered, correct?
That's correct. And so it goes back to that interconnectedness, and all these things fit together. By protecting individual animal species, we need to make sure that the threats that lead to their decline have been addressed. And many of those are related to habitat loss and degradation. So protecting forests, protecting landscapes around the world, and is really, really important for wildlife conservation and to prevent biodiversity loss.
Well, we could probably talk to you for another 10 minutes, because then we'd look at those cute pictures of the panda, but we've run out of time. But Nadine, thanks so much for talking to us. Your cat's kind of cute as well.